Welcome to the Tuesday, September 5th, 2023 City Council meeting. Would you please all join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would also like to take a moment of silence, just in respect to the passing of Ron Nichols, and the first time that he hasn't been here in a year and a half. If you would just take a moment. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Osborne.
Here.
Smock.
Here.
Siebel.
Here.
Bergman.
Here.
Tonight, before we approve the September 5th agenda, I just wanted to make note on item 10. It's actually resend resolution 6727. We've done this a couple times. They keep changing, the county dispatch keeps changing what they want. So that is just a slight amendment to the agenda. I will take a motion to approve, please.
So move. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 5, public discussion. Okay, nobody for public discussion. We'll go on to number 6, approval of the consent agenda, please.
I'd make that motion to approve the consent agenda as proposed. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 7, approval of the resolution calendar.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Osborne.
Yes.
Smock.
Yes.
Siebel.
Yes.
Bergman.
Yes.
Number 8 is a public hearing, sale of city property. I will take a motion to receive and file proof of publication.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any written comments on file?
There are none.
Thank you. So our public hearing is open. Any public comment regarding the sale of city property? Okay. Move forward with that. Number 9, Resolution 6747 is approving purchase agreement with BC Mach 3 LLC for lots 4, 5, and 6 in the Eagles Landing subdivision.
And I'm sorry, Mayor, do we need to close the public
We
hearing?
need to close the public hearing
No,
first.
we don't
No?
open or close.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll make the motion to approve the purchase agreement.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Osborne.
Yes.
Smock.
Yes.
Siebel.
Yes.
Bergman.
Yes.
Awesome. Moving forward with Eagles Landing. That's an awesome thing. So number 10 is rescind Resolution 6727.
Can I ask a question before we do, or do you want to rescind first?
No, go ahead.
What are we changing on it? That was,
Actually, they just wanted it to read an amendment to the 2080 agreement. It's been a little bit challenging dealing with some of the people on this committee. So this is, I've got a copy from another city, and this is exactly the way they want the resolution to read.
okay.
So can I have a motion to resend Resolution 6727, please?
I make that motion to rescind the resolution 6727 from Communication 2080 agreement.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Osborne.
Yes.
Siebel.
Yes.
Smock.
Yes.
Bergman.
Yes.
Number 11, Resolution 6748 is approving the county-wide Consolidated Communications 28E Agreement, the amendment of such. Have a motion to approve, please.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Osborne.
Yes.
Smock.
Yes.
Siebel.
Yes.
Bergman.
Yes.
Number 12, just exciting, great news this evening, for council to appoint a city clerk.
I make that motion for the council to appoint the new city clerk of Evansdale.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Would you mind standing so we can introduce you? This is Misty Marin. She will be starting with the city effective September 18th. We're looking forward to having her, and we're happy she accepted our offer. Resolution, sorry about that. Item 13, Resolution 6749, approving compensation for city clerk.
So
I'll
moved.
make that.
Oh, go ahead. Steve.
I'll make the resolution 6749 approving the compensation for the new city clerk at the amount in our packet.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Osborne.
Yes.
Smock.
Yes.
Bergman.
Yes.
Siebel.
Yes.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome.
Number 14 is council to consider security system. As we last had talked about the security system, I thought should be formal that we should get another quote. So we did get another quote from Hawkeye Communications. So it was Hawkeye Alarms and Hawkeye Communications. And as you could see, there was several items that kind of went both ways on that. Just looking for the next steps.
Mayor, I'm not an electronic genius. Could this maybe be delayed to the next meeting to really study it and maybe come up with some valid questions rather than just saying yes? That's what I would like to have done. And make a decision at the next meeting, definitely.
I don't have a problem with that, depending on what other
I was
councilmen
gonna kind
think.
of rely on Justin to talk a little bit about it before we actually went, but
Yeah, mine just from the top level, and I'm happy to consult any of my technology side to any of this. The only thing I would look at is that this not necessarily be something we look for this budget year, but when we hit budget season here in just a few months, we can talk about to fit it in. Just because it's not a bad idea, but in my head, it's just not an absolute desire, or need, anything dire. But it absolutely, we've got some quotes already on it. We've kind of got some early education, and I think it'd be something to put in for next budget year, would be my vote to it. But yes, I am happy to answer any questions or anything of the differences. And really, Steve, the two breakdowns between it is, just some different,
equipment,
yeah, it's really just kind of a different brand base. Not having dealt with one brand in this type of access control versus another, I couldn't tell you if one is better necessarily than the other. I can say I have had a lot of interaction with clients in the Cedar Valley with Hawkeye Alarm, including past history here with the city. So that does obviously help give us, history with Hawkeye Alarm. Not to say that Hawkeye Communications may be any better or worse. So
And did you know Hawkeye Communications put the communications in the community response center?
I thought that was Hawkeye Alarm. Then no. The answer to that question is no, I did not. I thought it was
Yeah.
Hawkeye Alarm.
But Hawkeye Alarm has been monitoring the system.
They've been doing it, so.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It needs updates.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
again, if it's a budget thing, same thing. If there's, bulk or discount stuff, the CRC would be something to be considered as well, because it is in need of an update as well. It's original with the building and,
Yeah, that is gonna be a budget item for next year for the community response center, so maybe we'll get a better deal if we do it all together.
just, a bulk order or something, yep.
Yeah.
So no, and then, Steve, if you have any questions or anything more that they may send you or to kind of vet, I'm happy to.
well, it makes sense what you said about for this winter, the budget time, to get a system going in the next budget year. I don't have a problem with that. I just want to do a little more reading in it. I'm not up on that, and a lot going on this last week, and I didn't study it. I'll admit that.
No, and I think it's good now. It's just information we have ready for budget season for December. You know,
Will the
that-
prices
that's what
change
we
if we
change.
decide down the road that we wanna go with it? Are we gonna, can you reach out to say, ask them, will the prices change if we do it the next fiscal year, or are they gonna live to these prices, we go forward with A, B, or C? Or-
I mean,
or you don't
Typically,
think
they're,
I doubt they would. I
Yeah,
mean, I doubt
typically-
that they're gonna hold, you know, normally a quote is good for 30 days.
30 day.
30.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, and we, you know, with so much uncertainty in the market, I would have a hard time believing that they would hold that quote.
So we'd have to rebid it then if we want it for budget time, like Justin is saying.
Yeah.
But I agree with Justin. I think if we hold off for just a little bit, see what the CRC needs are, and then kind of see if we can get a package deal. So,
And then Steve, just to your point, and again, yes, you are correct. The risk is absolutely there. We could see a price increase. It's probably less likely, but possible it could decrease a little bit. So, yeah, we would have to entertain that as a risk. I can say just simply through all the electronics, networking equipment and things that my company goes through and sells, we have seen prices settle and availability get better. So that's really what drove up the prices was availability, and that is getting better to where really for, I'd say at least the last 6-8 months, we have not seen any of the crazy price jumps, changes, or any of that. So if I had to bet, and this is the scary part because COVID decided to change it for all of us, pending some unknown like COVID again, I bet the prices even in March or whatnot are probably pretty close. I don't foresee any huge swings in the electronic side of it by then.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I'll take a motion to table this until budget season then.
I'd make that motion on that resolution 6749 to table it till our next budget session. And it would be in our next budget session.
Yes, it would.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yeah, no, I think it's valid to come up, especially if the CRC is already in there as well. I think it's something we need to be looking at then. Yep, second.
Okay. All in favor, please. Opposed? Number 15, council to post the sale of 2012 Chevrolet Tahoe with a minimum bid beginning at $10,000. Bids to be opened at the September 19th, 2023 council meeting. The reason I put this on there is, you know, I think we need to give the public notice that this is what we're doing. So it'll be posted on our website tomorrow at City Hall, et cetera, just like we've done Facebook, just like we've done in the past. Just need approval on that.
and the vehicle is ready?
Well, actually, I found out this morning from the chief that Stivers still has it. And you haven't got an update on that? Okay, sure.
Okay, but they have it, and so that no one's gonna look at it? Okay. But
Do we want to have it in hand
no,
before
I
we set
mean,
a date?
I think we can start the posting and then, you know, saying that, you know, it's in the process of being decommissioned, and once it gets here, then you can look at it.
Leaving the date the same in case it's a week or two out
Right.
and staying with the
Well-
night.
I mean, I think if we put the caveat that it's still in the decommissioning stage, that, you know,
Can you
maybe-
update us, chief, as possible?
but I don't
Justin,
see any
what's the
reason why
meeting,
not
the
move
first
forward
of,
with the posting.
October. I think it's October 5th, but I don't want to swear on that.
October's first meeting,
Yeah.
the 4th.
Do you want to postpone
I'm
that
sorry.
to the 4th?
Well,
then?
I'd like to have it back a little, just so we get it in hand and we can have it viewed and have time for everybody to look and bid or whatever goes on with it. The October 4th, we should fall in having it back here viewing for a while, I would think.
And I'm sorry, just for clarification, it is Tuesday the 3rd.
Okay,
So we'll change that to October 3rd.
I'll entertain a motion to change that to October 3rd.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, moving on. 16, ordinance 695, council compensation, third reading.
This was another, just as I continue, we kind of mentioned on the security camera, I understand this is the third reading. Just some of my reasoning of why I have voted against this is just budget. I'm not opposed to it. I know I initially said that. I don't believe I gave the full reasoning. Is just simply that we have not necessarily budgeted for it, even though we could make it work. I would like to see this, that if it is gonna be increased, I'd like to actually see it budgeted into next year's, rather than changing it mid-budget year.
It actually wouldn't take effect until, and it also is, just like the mayor's pay, is around an election.
Okay.
So it wouldn't take effect until January of 2024.
Correct, so we'd still
yeah.
have 6 months. that
Yeah,
without
we
a
would
budget.
have
Yep.
6 months, yeah.
What's the deadline to having it, just for the, do we have enough time if we voted for it in timeliness for the election?
I would entertain a motion to table the third reading, so we can investigate that. Because I believe it's only during a city election that it can be increased.
That's what I thought. So you'd be looking at 2 years then if you
I never even
wanted.
thought about that until just now.
And that sounds right. That's how it would work with the mayor and the
Yeah,
others, you know,
right,
any other elected
right.
positions.
Yeah, so then it wouldn't even be a possibility until the next
26.
election.
In the 20s, yep.
So, it's your guys' call.
I think, I'm just gonna make one opinion. I think it's deserved by the council versus what we did this year in budget time for everybody. But I'm, with the group, whatever the decision is, that's what we'll do. And we'll go forward with that. And, one question I had, Mayor, just for, you're gonna check into the 2-year thing, and is it not true that the naysayers have to bring this back up if they want it back on a agenda again? Yeses can't bring it back up, a defeated motion?
That is correct. So, I threw out there, do you want to table it till I can, check into that?
And then make the
Because
decision
it
at the
may
next
not be
meeting.
until, we may not be having this conversation again until 2025.
So it'd be on the next agenda to decide, you're saying?
Yeah.
Or- okay. I'd make that motion to delay to then to where you find out the final word, and then we'll make the vote at that meeting.
I'll second that.
Roll call on that.
Smock.
Yes.
Osborne.
Yes.
Siebel.
Yes.
Bergman.
Yes.
Excellent, thank you. Number 17 is appointment for the library board. Beth Drouleau, avid visitor at the library, had given me an application to fill a term, and the term will expire June 30th of 2025.
I'll make the motion to approve that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Excellent. Mayor Council reports. I just wanted to talk to everybody again about the Evansdale Days coming up here in just 2 short weeks, hardly. The event will be held on September 16th. The parade, annual parade, will start at 10 o'clock in the morning. I just want to say a special thank you to all the local support we've had from businesses, to support from the community as far as assisting with some of the many things that need to be done to prepare for an event like this, and the many businesses that the city actually works with on a daily basis that have supported this, not necessarily in the city of Evansdale, but some of the vendors that we work with around the state of Iowa, actually. We have a great lineup of a lot of fun things for the kiddos to do, no cost, face painting, hairstyling, bouncy houses, slides. We're gonna have Black Hawk Bakers back again, and we also will have 2 bands again, and fireworks at dusk.
Sounds like fun.
That's all I have.
Mayor, I had a couple questions. Start out with a good. I want to compliment Police Department and the Fire Department for the respect they showed at Ron's funeral. It was very well taken by the family and friends, and I do appreciate that time given to that. It really is close to my heart. And number two, could you just answer, I have a couple of questions, if this would be for you or Chris. I heard some talk about that property down on McCoy and Evansdale Drive that we cleaned out. We spent a couple of weeks cleaning out. And now I hear Pattersons are gonna build onto their house and they're
No. No,
Have they been
That's-
told no?
they're not building on our land.
Well, she says she's renting that land.
No, nope, no longer renting that land.
Okay, so she is not renting that land?
No.
Okay, all right, then that's.
And
all.
nothing's being built on it either. Yeah. Let me just squash
I'm
the
just trying
rumor.
to clear my air
Yeah.
there.
Let me just squash the rumor. It could not be built on city land because city land cannot be built on because it's in the floodway.
Right, that's what I thought.
After the 2008 flood, there's no land down there that belongs to the city that can be built on.
Well, have
So-
you had a talk with Mr. Patterson why that air is out there?
I
I heard it from more than one source.
mean, I've talked to him several times.
Okay, well,
He's actually working on his daughter's house, which is within their complex.
okay, all right. And then,
You know what I'm saying? They have this nice area back there, and it's within that area, I should say.
and then I had one question for Chris about the light poles. When are we gonna be getting them up, installed? Means we've got the equipment for quite a while. Do you anticipate this year them being put up? Okay. All right, thank you. That's all I had, Mayor.
Any other council?
Yep, just wanted feedback, just in, obviously, school's back in session and things. For those that haven't seen or heard, we might even touch the speed bumps are in, and extremely effective. They are very effective. I've even had.
Way to go,
the-
Chris.
Many teachers outstanding watching the kids, especially mine go to Pointer, so that's where I hear most of the talk, but even from some of the parents that I know down from Bunger, very appreciative of it. Wanted to know why we didn't do it sooner, in a good way, just, hey, we're glad they're here, but we love them, and so especially at the expense of our street crews for snow removal and things, it has been viewed, at least from my feedback, including from the principal, a very welcomed decision that this council put through. So, Mike, I don't know if you've had any goods, bads, or indifferences with them in so far? Okay. Biggest thing is they absolutely get you to slow down, or you might lose a muffler. So, they are very effective, it seems like, so. And that was the whole point, because, where they were placed in front of the schools to get you to really stop with the kids around there, so.
And thanks to Chris and his team for getting that done. That was well asked by my ward many times. I do appreciate that.
I'm good, Mayor, thank you.
Okay, I will take a motion to adjourn then.
I'll make that motion second.
Second, first, half enough.
Third, sixth.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, guys.
Yep.